Hello, Chester here. So today we're going to just play this all-in Reanimator deck. So what this deck does is, first of all, you focus on the Entomb Reanimate combo. You Entomb for a Traxa, you reanimate the Traxa. It's really simple, right? You have Dark Ritual and Chrome Mox to accelerate that. You can do it on turn 1, turn 0, and there is a backup plan that you can execute here. You can also Dark Ritual into Buried Alive. You can get Narcomoeba and double price Amalgam. So you have 7 power on board on turn 1. And if you happen to have Flare of Denial, you also have a counter for whatever your opponent is doing. Alternatively, Buried Alive is also an entombed effect. So if you Dark Ritual Buried Alive, you can already set up a turn 2 Reanimator combo by getting Narcomoeba, Amalgam, and then you can get your Atraxa into the graveyard. Which means if you have Flare of Denial again, you can have Flare of Denial up to protect your Atraxa in the graveyard, just in case they are a Reanimator deck as well. And on your turn, you can cast Reanimate with Flare back up. And Mystical Tutor is just here for redundancy. So we are planning to just go off as soon as possible. So we don't really care about the card disadvantage that Mystical Tutor provides. And also, we are running Ancient Tombs. So if we are low on cards, we can probably just Mystical Tutor for Buried Alive and do the Buried Alive combo of getting Narcomoeba to Amalgams and hope for the best. You can also You could also go for the timeline color here so that you have a way to recur your prize amalgam whenever it dies. So timeline color has a warp ability that you can cast it from the graveyard, and if you cast this from your graveyard, you basically just get the amalgams back. And we also have the grief scam package here. You can also go for Grief Scam and deploy 7 power on the board. We are playing best of one, by the way, and it's only in the play queue because I don't really believe in this deck. I, I just like to mess around with the new cards because I do think the current best of three meta right now is full of tempo mirrors, so it's going to be real tiring to play that out. So yeah, let's play some best of one play queue. We are going first. So this hand has Entomb and Tutor. So we have the turn 2 combo here. We are going to keep this. Looks like our opponent is playing blue. Let's go for Tutor first here. Or maybe we wanted to. Yeah, let's try to go for it. For Tutor instead. Let's see if this gets countered. Okay, it is giving them priority here. So I think I want to play around Spell Pierce at least. You can wait another turn. They play out Steel Cutter. So maybe they're just a prowess deck. Maybe I should just jam with the spirit of best of one. Okay, Buried Alive let us play around Force of Negation. Okay. Can get Narcomoeba back and get two free creatures here and hold up Flare of Denial for next turn. Gonna let this resolve, I think. Let's just protective combo next turn. Okay, Dark Ritual lets us hardcast the Flare of Denial while playing Reanimate. That resolved, so let's just get Entomb here. Maybe Flare. We are getting Reanimate and a Painless Land. Do I want this Flare? Maybe we can get Mystical Tutor instead. Or maybe even Entomb for Elinda next turn. We can destroy one of the cutter once attracts against his life. We're just gonna do this now while we have extra mana. Now I'm just gonna counter this. I don't think I think I'm going to get overrun by tokens if I let this resolve. Alright, we can just block like this. Gain some life. They can't bolt their own token because that grows to 4/4. They could bolt a Atraxa instead to kill it, but that is fine. Now we can just get Elenda, destroy a cutter here, gain some life. We should have entombed first the amalgams to get back. Well, I guess it doesn't matter because the other one comes back later. Now I think we can pressure them a bit here. I don't want to attack with Saint Elenda only, because that means they can multi-block it and kill it easily. I think this is a safe life total and board state for 5 tokens, possibly 5 tokens. Okay, they are a Phoenix deck. That's cool. Alright. Okay, we are on the draw. First hand wasn't keepable. This hand is fine, I guess. We have Buried Alive and Reanimated Shooter. It's a bit slow, but it's okay.
Nothing like warm
Cameo,
tea and a
that means
fascinating
their
story.
tempo. Let's just go for Dark Slick Shores. Maybe they play out a frog here. Maybe they have a combo. I'm guessing this is Reanimator as well. Alright, Strip Mine is bad for us. Maybe we should have led with Tomb, but if we don't draw a land here, we are dead anyway. Alright, our last chance. They probably force this. Yeah, looks like they have a force. Alright, opponent is going first. This is not keepable. Okay, this might be okay. Yeah, let's try to keep this. We can bottom Narcomoeba, then put an Entomb under Chrome Mox, Braid Allied for Amalgam and the uh, the the Narcomoeba. Okay, change of plans then. We're just going to Entomb a fatty, then reanimate it. They thought sees themselves. Okay, they have Gristled Brand. That's a pretty bad reanimation target, by the way. We can just Entomb for Elenda here and disable the ability. Then next turn, we can even follow it up with Buried Alive, Narcomoeba, and Double Amalgam. GG's. This is a great hand. It's only buried alive, but it's fine. We're here to do that anyway. Let's just deploy 7 power on the board on turn 1 and hope it's going to be fine. Looks like it is. Opponent is going first. This is a bad hand. We don't have a black source. Alright, we have the same hand. We have Entomb and Reanimate. We can bottom the Amalgam. This is actually pretty nuts. We have a backup plan set up for us. If they take Reanimate, for example, here. Oh, okay. We can reanimate that instead. Yeah, GG's. Opponent is going first. This hand kinda sucks. This one is better. No, it's not. This also sucks. We are up to 4 here. Okay, this hand is keepable. We can Mystical Tutor for Reanimate here. But we still have to Entomb and Reanimate at the same turn. So, yeah, I think we keep it like this. Oh, nice. We just find the Reanimate. Now our hand is pretty redundant now because of Mystical Tutor. We're playing very Zone Guard. If they don't have a discard spell or something, I think we have this. Can Entomb for a Traxa. Try to reanimate a Traxa. Okay, what? Wonder what this is. Opposition agent? Oh, okay. Let's crop rotate for Bog. Okay. GG's. Well, we could probably just try for the Buried Alive backup plan. Maybe that works. Okay, strip mine is GG's. This hand looks good. We can put the Narcomoeba on the Chrome Mox. We can Mystical Tutor for Reanimate and have the combo. Yep, let's just pass. See what they do. Okay, turn 2 show and tell. I guess we didn't have a shot here. Let's see if they have the combo. Yeah, they have it. GG's. Alright, the sand is decent but not for A7. Especially with what we are trying to do. This has tutors in it, but it's really slow. Okay, this is basically just the same hand, I think. But we are at five, so I guess we can throw back amalgam, I guess. And tomb, maybe we keep tomb. Now let's try this. Maybe flare comes up. Let's see what our opponent does first before attempting to tutor for anything. Stock up means they might be show intel or maybe they are slot machine. I think I can tutor for Entomb here. Yeah, I'm going to tutor for Entomb so that we have flare up. It's really funny, but we're here to do that anyway. We can Entomb a Narcomoeba and have flare up right now. Okay, we are not going to Entomb here unless we are sure that we can combo off. Let's just demonic tutor for reanimate here. Okay, spell pierce, it feels bad. Okay, maybe we can grief now. Gonna ditch the flare of denial here because grief is interaction anyway. And if we draw into reanimate, we have the combo. Okay, we just get show and tell. They can't cast the assembles because of the lands. Okay, there's another grief. We are just gonna grief them here. Let's try to look at what they have. This hand is super redundant. We can't take them off the tutor, so maybe we can let them struggle more by shuffling their graveyard into the library. It's funny because if we had entombed the Narcomoeba, they would be dead here. But instead, they get to live at one. Let's see if we get punished. It's like we don't, unless their last card is shown. Nice. We are going first. This is a mediocre hand. Okay, this has the combo. The nuts. We just Dark Ritual and Tomb Reanimate. What is this, a force? Are they going to force this? Okay, they forced the Dark Ritual. We still have the Entomb Reanimate. Maybe they have another counter spell.
Hmm, is there a meaning to this passage?
We can play around Spell Pierce here. And at this rate, we are just gonna jam. Because they are a blue deck that draws per turn. Okay, they got the owl. They draw one card. Does this resolve? Okay. GG's. Can get Chromox, Grief, Dark Slick Shores, Reanimate, and we can actually hard cast Grief now. I don't I don't know what I'm gonna demonic tutor for. So we could demonic tutor for a flare, but that doesn't make sense. So let's just Grief. Can just take the ponder here. They can't cruise anyway. GG's.